Have you ever went on Roblox and decided to play games? Well, if you've ever played Roblox, you've probably heard of either shadowboxing battles or the normal elevator. Both are made by the same person, which is Now Do the Harlem Shake, which is actually something I don't really want to say since, that's music. However, this topic that I'm about to talk about has some pretty other harmful topics in the topic because it's a topic that has harmful topics in it. Which mostly, I think the most, out of the blue things that I can think of about it is probably suicidal moments and flashing lights and loud noises because, it's I'm just gonna call this guy Harlem because, I don't want to get copyrighted. Before we start the video, there's something I want to talk about. This is a really, really, really long recording as we speak. Me editing this, I realized this is 1 hour and 50 minutes long. So we're just going to split this up into, little segments. 3 to be exact. 1, the normal city. 2, the normal elevator. And 3, Gavin. Welcome to the normal city, a place made by Harlem back in 2014. In this place, it's basically like the normal elevator if it was, a city. There's secrets everywhere and you gotta find your own. It's a really big map, really, really big, and there's not that much secrets if you really think about it. So let's get into it. Whenever you spawn in, you spawn by the sidewalk, and let's go into Harlem's house here. We don't want to go into the Kill Will thing, and even if there was a SpongeBob thing, I wouldn't want to go in it. Whenever we go up here, you see Lord. I don't know why Lord, and why he has posters of Lord, but it's Lord, so you can't really argue. I tried clicking on the bed, didn't work, There's Edgar too over there, but we don't really want to go over there right now. But just watch. Now, for those of you wondering, am I on crack? I do not know. But what is this a reference to? Well, I had to mute the segment since there was a piece of music made by Teak Hall, and I'm pretty sure it was to commemorate someone. You want to know what the song's called? Well, let me find it real quick because I'm looking on YouTube. It was called Face of Fear, RIP Bray Wyatt by Teak Hall. For those of you who do not know, Bray Wyatt is a person in the WWE community. It's one of the wrestlers, alright? He died very recently at a very young age. At the age... Let me look it up real quick. It was 36. If you go into Harlem's house and try interacting with stuff, most importantly his bed, nothing really happens. I don't know why, but the bed was super clickable. We hate your bed, by the way, Harlem. Here's me pushing it down the stairs. That's what you get, bed. By going into the next house, which is Will's house, I do not know who Will is, but it's Will's house. You can interact with the TVs, by the way. Alien invasion just spawns aliens. If you meteor every house... Wait a minute, what's that? Pick up the phone, baby. If you try and choose the well, it's basically just a ring reference. It might be a reference to, the normal elevator or just the ring itself. If you click that lamp like we did last time, you're just gonna get another Teak Hall jump scare. Or it's Bray Wyatt, I don't know. I keep on saying Riot. I can't say Wyatt anymore. Basically, this game just glitches if you choose this option. They spawn hounds, you can't kill them, and you just have to rejoin. Let's go over to this treehouse over here, as it has another button like we did last time.
Oh my piece.
If you click this button, nothing seems to happen until you look over here and you see a lot of Shrek. This is the same thing with the lamp thing. You have to rejoin, like I just did. Okay. If you go over here to this rock and you click it, nothing seems to happen unless you look to your right and see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Alright, now here's when things start to get serious. If you go over to this pink house, it's called Duffy's house. Who's Duffy, you'll just see in a bit. Let's play Lamp Knockout first. By the way, it's like super really buggy. I knocked them over and it did not work. Fix your game, Harlem. It sucks. Going back to the house and, going over here, you get to see a instruction board. Basically, what it says is you gotta go back to Harlem's house and get his bed out the window. And apparently, Portal 3 is inside. I thought that game would never come out, especially because it's Portal. Alright, so let's do it real quick. That was fast, but hey, we're here now. Let's go through here, shall we? Oh, it's just Portal. And it actually somehow worked. After resetting, something caught my eye in the lobby. What's this? It's a dirt patch. If you look inside, I may be dead, but I'm not gone. 3792. That code will be really important for later. Who wrote that message? You'll see in a bit. But first, let's send some love to Harlem. Behind this big blob of grass in Duffy's backyard, there's a secret room. I'm gonna give you some time to read some of the posters on the walls. After reading those, I see this and it literally looks like that one cat free admin thing. Once going inside, you'll see Harlem's cage it will be important. There's also another note, read it. Duffy is sure a fangirl. That's mostly it in this backyard whatever thing cage, but we will go back there later. There's a place called Boat's Boat and it's mostly here for filler. If you click on this TV and look behind you, what the? There's explosions. Yeah, there's a complete different road and it basically just destroys the entire game. Going over to Luke's house, this happens.
Pizza! Pizza!
Pizza is aggressive.
I still don't have any idea what this means. Going back to the blob thing, there's basically an instruction board that says, steal Harlem. Serious. And by serious, I mean going over to the forest. Let me speed this up. On us. Let's read it together. This is a story about a boy named Gavin. He was a kind fellow that lived in the normal city. When he came here, he met someone who he instantly fell in love with. The loved one's name was Duffy XX. Duffy didn't like Gavin, however. Gavin soon caught on that Duffy didn't love him back. He knew that every time Duffy saw him, that Duffy is disgusted. He also got blown up a lot. No joke. Gavin couldn't take it anymore. He wanted to end it all. Gavin gave away his house and went to the forest. Gavin committed suicide here, in this forest. One day, some brave travelers came into this forest. The travelers made a campfire, hung out, and, just did camping stuff, I guess. 'Cause, it was camping stuff. But anyways, as soon as it was getting dark, people told stories. They were laughing, cuddling, and stuff. They were roasting hot dogs and telling ghost stories, like I said before, when one of the campers noticed something in the distance. Something moving at the speed of light, he thought. None of the other campers believed him. They thought he was crazy. He wanted to check out what was watching them, though. It had been a few minutes, and he hasn't come back. He hasn't come back. Shoot. The other campers realized that he was gone. Another camper worried about 10 minutes, and then came to go look for him. Left to go look for him. I suck at this stuff! Another 10 minutes, and now the campers are not there. The two campers haven't came back yet. They were telling themselves that this was all a sick joke. After all these ghost stories, they wanted to believe that it was all fake. The campers headed home. Oh boy. The next morning, the campers who were out saw something, and then were found slaughtered in their homes. Michael, the person who moved into Gavin's house for free, heard things outside that night. But every time he went to look outside the window, all he saw was a fast-moving human-like figure. It didn't look like Gavin. It did look like Gavin. I'm an idiot sometimes. I can't really do this stuff. The end. Going to this long highway, whatever, road thing, getting to the end of it, there's a little, I have to wait for this recording to do it, because I'm in CapCut and it's kind of hard to voice over this stuff. At the end of it, you get a picture of a small little cute duck, and totally not behind the sign, the normal elevator. You mean right now? If you've ever seen anybody say, "What's the normal elevator?" just a reminder, they are lying to you, because this game has so many copies, or stuff like that. Basically, just a lot of stuff, fans like and stuff like that. Anyways, let's go to the normal elevator and talk about it.
No! Now! Still now. By the way, this is just a voiceover while I'm editing this. Enjoy this fresh content. So what on earth just happened? What I think I just saw, like, it kind of ruins the lore for me a bit, because I don't know how to feel about it. Like, oh, well, this guy obviously committed end life because he, you know, got betrayed by his crush, But this just takes another turn. 'Cause there's another Gavin. And whenever I was recording this, I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. And I know it doesn't. But I will theorize it at the end of the video, so you just gotta wait for that, okay? Be a good little boy and watch to the end of the video, bro. I get money making this. Oh yeah, by the way, in the revamp of the normal elevator, there's another section with Gavin in it. Just watch. So that's Skippity. Alright, that's the end of the video. And here's my theory. Harlem and Gavin are the same person. Hear me out. It's like an alter ego. Like, I'm gonna list a good one. Tyler, the Creator. You hear his music a lot in this video. Like Bimmer and Tamale. What I think Gavin is a direct opposite of Harlem. 'Cause, he moved here. He moved to the normal city. He liked Duffy, but Duffy didn't like him back, and got really emotional over it, got super sensitive over it. And I think that's a version of Harlem where Gavin is actually dumped on. And here's my other theory. I mean, not my other theory, but here's Harlem's side. Harlem is I think he has an idea of what Duffy's doing and what his plan, what her plan is for Gavin. 'Cause those deaths that Duffy wrote about didn't just come out of nowhere. They had to happen for someone with there had to be evidence and other stuff. I think Harlem knows that Duffy is stalking him. Duffy is the main cause of Gavin's death. And the main cause of the normal elevator too. If it wasn't for Duffy, we wouldn't be here. Well, this game wouldn't be here. I would probably still be here, just a little bit different, but still. Harlem is, if he knew about it, if he was self-aware and talked about it a lot, he would probably be disgusted. He would probably be sensitive around Duffy. He would be just like Gavin. That's my theory. See you guys in another video. This was Gabe Theory. See you guys later.
Subscribe and like, pretty please. This is my first documentary. Bye!